I feel like when I look back on my 20s or my 30s, I'm like, wow, we had a food blog and we got to explore so many different spots and so many different cuisines, and we got to do it together.
I'm Dalia Colon, and this is The Zest. Citrus, seafood, Spanish flavor, and Southern charm. The Zest celebrates cuisine and community in the Sunshine State. Today, meet a pair of influencers who will inspire you to explore Florida's diverse cultural restaurants. Today, we're wrapping up our Couples in the Kitchen series with Darren and Danessa Domingo. Say that 10 times fast. They are the influencers behind the popular Instagram handle FoodPeopleLuv, and that's L-U-V. They use social media to share their findings of Tampa Bay's diverse cultural cuisines. Darren's family is Filipino and Danessa's is Haitian. I met up with the Domingos at their house in Tampa. In our conversation, they discussed the foods they grew up eating, how a mission trip led to love, and their favorite date night spots.
So Danessa and I met in 2012 at the University of Florida. That's where we both went to school. And we met in a campus ministry. And in the ministry or within the organization, we were just kind of friends, kind of a high and by relationship. But it wasn't until we kind of got hooked up with a nonprofit that deals with sustainable efforts to empower and support projects in Haiti that we kind of got really close. So it was through Projects for Haiti.
It was a week-long mission trip. So you don't have any phones and no distractions. So you're just with each other. So that's where we became friends.
Yeah. So just seeing Danessa and just like in all her shining, like her amazing hearts and the way she's cringing. just to see how of a person she was, as she like loved on kids and just seeing how big of a heart that she has. We just kind of got really close. Yeah, that's kind of where we met, and it became a friendship. So
A mission trip will do that.
Yeah,
Because you're right.
really will.
You got nothing but time.
Yes.
And each other.
Yeah.
Wow. So why was Haiti important to you?
Ooh, I'm actually Haitian, so that's my ethnicity. Our friends started this in college, and we just love the mission because they pride themselves on sustainable development. So not having people just give to Haiti, but empowering Haitians to make moves and changes themselves for their own country. So they partner with Haitians. So that's why Haiti was important.
Oh, I love that. I actually went on a mission trip to the Dominican Republic. And we did a little quick stop in Haiti.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're a woman after my own heart.
Yes.
Being Haitian, where did you grow up and what sorts of foods were at the dinner table?
Yeah. So I grew up in South Florida, Palm Beach County in Lake Worth. And growing up, we would have Haitian food because my mom is a great cook. She started cooking since she was young. So we would have things like diwi, sospoa, legume, which is like white rice, black bean sauce, pureed, and like a vegetable medley. We'd have fried plantains, just everything. She's a great cook. Lalo, which is amazing.
What is that?
It's jute leaves. So it's like a vegetable medley with jute leaves, and it's great.
Right.
Yeah, it's like not spinach, but it's like so much better. And you eat it with rice. Yeah, anything. It's so good.
Okay. Darren, what about you? What did you grow up eating?
Yeah, so I grew up in Jacksonville, Florida, 904 Duval.
I didn't ask you all that.
Let's tone down and shout out to my city. But grew up in a Filipino household. My mom and dad both immigrated from the Philippines years ago. And so grew up in a big family, a lot of cousins, a lot of Filipino parties, Filipino church, it was Filipino everything. And so, of course, a lot of Filipino food. And so food, like obviously a lot of rice, chicken adobo, lumpia, pancit.
What are those?
Okay, great. Lumpia, for people who don't know, is it's like a Filipino egg roll. Yeah, so it's
so good.
They call it, it's like a lumpia Shanghai is the one version of it, the traditional version, but there's different kinds and different fillings you can have in it. So really good, great snack, great appetizer. Rice, chicken adobo is stewed chicken. And so that's probably familiar to Latin American cuisines just because of the way that the history of the Philippines came about and how it was settled by the Spanish. Additionally, pancit is like a glass noodle dish. A lot of staples within Filipino cuisine. What made my history kind of interesting is my dad is also a chef. And so before he retired, and so many years cooking, went to culinary school after his service in the Navy. Ate a lot of great food from my dad, and my mom, she was a Filipino mom, so she was cooking. So grew up around a lot of great food, and it was very, I guess you'd say, what's the word when you're spoiled? I was very spoiled. I was very spoiled with what I grew up eating.
Spoiled people don't know they're spoiled.
Yeah, for sure. When I went off to college to start cooking, I had a rude awakening to learn how to cook.
He called his sister to make, what was it?
I had to call my sister to just double check how to make grilled cheese. But listen.
Which step were you confused on? Was it the bread or the cheese?
I was like, what sides do I butter? For how long? Listen, it's a very valid question.
We're keeping this in. Definitely. We're not editing that bread. But then maybe this is why you ended up having your social media empire that's all about eating out. Yes. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, we love to eat out. We started doing Yelp reviews to try to get Yelp Elite status. And one of us got it. One of us didn't.
Mysterious.
What's yours is his. What's his is yours.
Yeah. So, and then it was after a Yelp Elite event that we were like, hey, let's just start posting these pictures on our Instagram. And we wanted to be food critics really bad. And then so that's how we started in 2019. And we lived in Charleston, South Carolina at the time. So Charleston has amazing food, amazing Southern food, shrimp and grits, fried chicken, everything you can ask for. So that's where we started. And now we're here 4 years later. Or 5 years later?
Dang, is it 5 years?
Yeah.
Just about,
yeah.
I love it. So now you're here in Tampa, in the USF area. Where are some of your favorite places to eat?
So I will say I will eat chicken wings, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like I'm just a chicken wing connoisseur, lover, addict, whatever you call it. And so my favorite wings in Tampa is Yuppie Wings. So YUPPI. Shout out to Chef Kyle and Mamie family. Congratulations on their new baby, by the way. But they're amazing. Yeah. So love Yuppie for wings.
Do you get Filipino food ever? Or would you not even try to get that?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. We definitely love Filipino food and love supporting Filipino businesses. It's funny because for a while, it was weird for me to go out and buy Filipino food because all my life it was free, it was provided, it was always at any function. But moving away and admittedly not knowing how to cook Filipino food, we were, always looking for Filipino restaurants. So here in Tampa, we like Mata's Philippine Cuisine on Waters. And right down the road from that, there's also Filipiniana Cafe. So those are the two that are kind of close to us. Also, shout out to Lucky Tigre. There's a lot of Filipino food out in Pinellas County. That's just kind of a drive for us. So we're trying to explore more down that way as well.
And what about Haitian food?
Not just because I'm Haitian, but I think it's one of the top cuisines in the world.
Facts.
Lots of flavor, lots of love and preparation that goes into it. So we love Jahidi in Sefner. We love Creole Delight in Tampa.
So how often do you eat out versus cooking your famous grilled cheese?
No, please don't ask us that question.
It's honesty time.
Probably like
5 times a week, 5 out of the 7 days a week.
Okay.
Dang, that is a lot.
I know. But do you ever get comped or anything?
Yes,
okay.
We do.
Where's your favorite place for a date night? Can you ever, let me ask you this, can you ever go out and not feel the need to write about it or take video?
Yeah, for sure. If we go to repeat spots that are like, okay, let's go here because, this is our go-to date night spot.
Yeah.
We like Izakaya Tori. We love going to Izakaya Tori.
Yeah, Japanese.
Yeah, so if we would go to Izakaya Tori, it's our 3rd time there. We'll just enjoy and not need to get content.
If you're willing to drive down to St. Pete, I love Alelo. So they're delicious shareable entrees. So love Alelo. We love Somi. Somi is Greek and for brunch.
So how would you say eating out has strengthened your relationship, or maybe I'm hoping it's strengthened your relationship. Sounds like you have a lot.
I think we have a good balance with ourselves of getting content, but also spending quality time with each other. So it's a good time for us to like reconnect. How was work? How is this going? I don't know, just get to enjoy food together. I feel like when I look back on my 20s and my 30s, I'm like, wow, we had a food blog and we got to explore so many different spots and so many different cuisines, and we got to do it together. So I think that collaboration and that like newness of a hobby for us really strengthens our relationships and gives us something to do other than the normal mundane thing.
Yeah. And I think we're both very creative to our core, and that comes out in a lot of different ways. But to have this shared platform that we've built in FoodPeopleLuv, it's been so exciting and an adventure and a partnership, because that's something that we've always been growing at, is to learn how to be better partners, to learn how to love each other better, learn how to serve each other better. And so it's just been super exciting to grow this together. And you know, it's been a bumpy road in ways that I've learned how to support her better and be a better husband, even through the food blog. But being able to do what we love, which is eat good food, I think that's like one of our love languages for sure.
Yeah. Aw.
Do you have any advice for other couples? I mean, who wouldn't want to go out with their significant other, maybe even get a free meal?
Yes.
But I'm sure it's not easy. So what advice would you have for couples who maybe want to be in your shoes?
Like, this is so cliche, but be yourselves. When you're done doing all the content, making the videos, like that integrity of coming back together, like, are we still who we are at home than when we are like making content? I think that's key, because that sincerity, I think, would strengthen your relationship, and it just helps you to make better content together if you're not trying to force something, if you're not trying to be someone you're not.
Yeah. And if you're being yourself, you can relax, you can have fun.
Yes.
And I think it's so fun when we get to make content together and then kind of see what our creative process manifests into when we make a video, when we kind of see our edited photos once we're all done. But also, yeah, so along with being authentic, I think that's like number one, is like understanding your why. You know, why do you want to do it? And that could be any number of things. But I know for us, when we realized our heartbeat was to just connect people, connect communities, connect people to other cultures that they otherwise might not have been open to, that was like really cool when we saw that happening. And we also love, you know, supporting small businesses and kind of helping out like family owned businesses that really have a passion, love for what they do and the food they cook. So definitely find your why and be proud of it. Yeah. Also, the algorithm sucks sometimes. So please don't be discouraged when your photos and videos don't do well at times.
Yeah.
As long as you're proud of the content that you made and you put out there, that's number one, and the rest will follow.
Yeah. And real quick, alluding to the partnership aspect that Darren mentioned, I think doing it together and helping each other out, sometimes it may not be 50-50, but you know, if one day you can make the video, one day you can edit it, one day you can write the voiceover, I think it just helps, especially if it isn't your full-time job, to just lighten the load with this hobby. Because you want to keep doing this together and you don't want to make it not fun. Yeah. And the moment it becomes stressful or burdensome, like, it's just not great. So,
well, you know, it's interesting because you're saying you eat out quite a bit, like maybe 5 out of the 7 nights a week. Totally fine. No judgment. But the way you're describing it is similar to how a couple might cook together in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like you divide up the tasks.
Great point.
This person's going to do this. This person's going to take the lead on that.
Exactly.
So you have like your own recipe for going out to eat together, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, we do.
When you do eat at home, who takes the lead and decides what to make?
I will admit that my wife is head chef at home. I am prep.
Yeah, but he has to chop vegetables, season, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It seems like you have influenced each other's tastes a lot because you grew up eating a lot of Haitian food. You grew up eating a lot of Filipino food. But like, even when he would describe the food, you were like, oh yeah, that's so good. Like you had that.
Yes.
So how have you influenced each other?
I want to say I couldn't imagine going through life without marrying a Haitian queen. Like,
Oh, I love it. She's shaking her head.
What do you mean by that?
I received this. Listen,
What do you mean?
I really fell in love with Haiti the first time I went, and being married into a Haitian family, Haitian, siblings, the Haitian mom and dad who embraced me very early on. I have such a high view of Haitians and Haitian culture. Obviously, I love the food. I love manger haïtien, but just spending time in Haiti and being around so many Haitians in my life at this point, people need to understand Haitians are such hardworking, resilient, faith-filled people. There's so many amazing people of Haiti, and it's been cool. It's been cool to have that part of life unlocked for me through knowing Danessa. And she reps her country extremely amazingly. And just, it's been cool to have the Haitian culture in my life, and I just embrace it and am so in love with it. So I'm grateful to my Zoes.
And I think for me, I grew up eating like only Chinese takeout. Like that was the only Asian food I knew of.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I went to college and I met more Asians, met Darren, like I was like, oh, there's Korean food, there's Thai food, there's different kinds of Chinese food other than what I was used to. So he opened my, what's it called? Broadened my my knowledge of Asian food in general. And he introduced me to boba, which is my new addiction. So yeah, he's influenced me in a lot of ways in terms of Asian culture.
Yeah, don't ask us how often we drink.
Yeah,
How often do you drink boba?
Right now we're at 3 times a week.
That's not bad.
Okay, great.
We've cut down. Shout out to Mogi Tea. Mogi Tea here in Tampa, one of our favorites.
Mogi tea in Tampa. Okay. Last question. If you could have dinner with any couple, real or fictional, alive or dead, who would you want to be having boba and a nice meal with?
Probably Michelle and Barack Obama.
We had another couple say that. The six of you can go out. You, Michelle and Barack, Bryce and Ryan.
I just think they would be open. Like, because there's some people that you go out to eat with and they're like, oh, no, I don't want to try this. And they're very picky. I feel like Michelle and Barack would be very open. I feel like they would comp the meal for some reason.
They better comp.
Yeah, and I think Michelle would have like deep conversations. Like, I love having deep conversations. So I feel like during the meal, we can really go deep. So,
Darren, do you want to be in on that meal, or do you have another couple you'd like to?
Oh, for sure. Oh, if she went to go eat President Obama and First Lady, man, without me, I would be very upset. But if I were to give like an alternate answer, I would want to eat with my grandfather and my grandma, who I never got to meet from my dad's side.
That's a good end.
I think it would just open up just a lot of great discussion to learn about my father, learn about my family, learn about my roots, which is something I'm definitely trying to explore more as we're going to the Philippines next year. So very excited about that. But I would love to meet them and just kind of have a very open discussion and a heart to heart about their experiences. I think it'd be very enlightening for me to learn about myself.
Mm-hmm. Solid answer. Well, thank you for having us in your home on a Tuesday night.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now what's for dinner? Are you going out?
Oh, we're going out.
You are going?
For sure.
Where are you going?
Ooh, there you
It
go.
is Taco Tuesday.
It
Yeah.
is Taco Tuesday.
So we're probably going to have tacos.
So probably some tacos.
That was Darren and Danessa Domingo. You can follow their Epicurean adventures on Instagram at FoodPeopleLuv, and love is spelled L-U-V. And you can follow us at The Zest Podcast. Big thanks to all the duos who participated in our Couples in the Kitchen series. We've never tried something like this before, so we hope you all enjoyed it. I'm Dalia Colon. I produce The Zest with Andrew Lucas and Alexandria Ebron. The Zest is a production of WUSF, copyright 2024, part of the NPR network.